10 fascinating facts about the world you didn't know. Fact number 1. Do you know that the world's most expensive cheese is made from the milk of which animal? Then let us tell you that the world's most expensive cheese is puree cheese. Its cost of 1 kilogram is 80,000 rupees. The world's most expensive cheese is not made from cow buffalo milk, but it comes through such an animal, which people often insult by considering it useless. Yes, we are talking about donkeys. The world's most expensive cheese is made from donkey's milk, although it is not a normal donkey but is prepared from the milk of a special species of donkey, Balkan, found in Serbia. This special cheese is not produced in every country. Pule cheese is prepared in Sasavica Special Nature Reserve of Serbia to make it. 60% Balkan donkey's milk and 40% goat's milk are mixed and then it is processed and made. It takes 25 liters of fresh Balkan donkey milk to make 1 kilogram of cheese. Fact number 2. Which is the most poisonous plant in the world? Then let us tell you that according to Guinness World Records, the most poisonous plant in the world is castor bean, or castor oil plant, which we call castor plant. Most people must have known about castor. Castor oil is extracted from the seeds of castor, but the seeds of castor are very poisonous. Its seed is so poisonous that eating 1 or 2 seeds kills a child, and eating up to 8 seeds would kill an older person too. It contains a poison called ricin, which stops the process of protein formation inside the cells, due to which first there is vomiting and loose motion, and then it can lead to the death of a person.
Hello
Fact
friends,
number
क्या आप
3.
जानते हैं कि दुनिया में
There
एक
is such
ऐसा
a dog
कुत्ता
in
है
the
जिसे
world that
संत
has
का
been
दर्जा
given the
दिया गया?
status of a saint. Yes, let us tell you that Saint Geinfort is a dog of the greyhound species, which died in the 13th century, but it is still given the status of a saint. It's the backstory goes that it used to be a warrior's dog, and one day when the warrior was at war, he left his newborn child in the guard of Geinfort, but when he came home, the dog's mouth was bloodied, due to which the warrior thought that he had eaten his child and he killed the dog. But after some time, when the child cried, he saw that a poisonous snake was dead near him. When the warrior realized the mistake, he killed the dog, made a mausoleum for him, and when people came to know about its story, people also started going to it to pray for the well-being of their children. Fact number 4. People go to the garden every morning or evening for a walk, which gives them a feeling of being close to the fresh air and nature. But there is also a garden in Alnwick, Northumberland County, England, which is the most poisonous garden in the world. The picture of this garden is going viral on the internet these days. This poison garden in England is known as the deadliest garden in the world. There are such plants in this garden, which can put anyone to sleep. Located in Alnwick, Northumberland, this garden has more than 100 types of dangerous plants. Its special thing is that one can roam in this garden only with a guide. There is a warning written on the head of this survivor of Alnwick that these plants can kill you. Also, the visitors are not allowed to smell, taste or touch any plant. People sometimes faint because of the poisonous smell while walking in the garden. According to the administration of the garden, about 6 lakh people come to visit here every year, who are only allowed to see here. But despite this, people do not deter from touching poisonous plants, due to which they have to face trouble many times. Fact number 5. There is also a city where such people are allowed to beg only after getting a license. This city is Eskilstuna, located in the European country of Sweden. This city, with a population of about 1 lakh, lies to the west of Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. A few years ago, the license fee was made mandatory for the beggars here. This rule means that if any person wants to beg from people here, then they have to first get permission for this. Under this rule, people have to spend 250 Swedish krona, Sweden's currency, in addition to giving a valid ID card for begging. In the media reports here, local leaders have been quoted as saying that they want to make the practice of begging difficult here. Apart from this, it will be easy for the authority here to know where and how many such people are in the city who are in need of begging. It will be convenient to contact such people and give them the necessary help. Fact number 6. After all, why post-mortem is not done at night? You must have heard that when a person dies in an accident or a person commits suicide, then in such cases the real cause of death of that person is determined by the doctors and forensic team. To find out, the post-mortem of the body is done. If a person kills someone, then in that case also the post-mortem of the body is done. Post-mortem is not done at night, and the biggest reason for this is the effect of artificial light. Note that in the night time, in the light of LED or tube light, the wounds of the dead body appear purple instead of red. forensic science has never mentioned the purple injury. At the same time, when the dead person is examined in natural light, the color of the injury appears different from the color seen in the tube light. That's why post-mortem is not done at night. If this happens, it can change the reason for the wound in the post-mortem report, and at times it can become a big problem in police action. There is also a reason for this, that in many religions, funerals are not done at night. Fact number 7. You all must have seen the clouds. In normal days, these clouds look like white cotton, but before the rain, these clouds appear black in color. Are you not? Now you also started thinking that why does this happen? So today we tell you the science behind why white clouds appear black before rain. Actually, the sunlight is behind the black color of the clouds before the rain. Due to the heat, the water of the sea, rivers evaporates rapidly and rises rapidly, and the clouds get filled with water. Now since the amount of water in the cloud has increased, the density of the cloud increases, and due to this the sunlight does not pass through the clouds. Due to this the clouds appear dark. However, if you look at the clouds while sitting in an airplane, then you will always see the clouds as white because the sunlight is falling on the clouds from above, but due to the water it cannot pass through and the clouds appear black from below. Fact number 8. Why beer bottles are only green and brown. Beer is one of the most favorite beverages in the world. But people who empty the beer bottles must have noticed that the bottle given to them is either green or brown in color. Have you ever seen beer in a bottle other than these two colors? But even today most of the drinkers do not know the reason why beer bottles come in these two colors. The first beer company is believed to have opened in ancient Egypt thousands of years ago. Then the packing of beer was done in transparent bottles. It was then found that by packing in a white bottle, the acid of the beer was spoiling the ultraviolet rays from the sun's rays. Because of this, the beer used to smell bad and people did not drink. Beer makers prepared a plan to solve this problem. Under this, brown-coated bottles were selected for beer. This trick worked. Beer kept in bottles of this color did not spoil, because the sun's rays did not affect the brown bottles. Actually, during the Second World War, there was a famine of brown bottles. Bottles of this color were not available. In such a situation, the beer makers had to choose such a color, which would not be affected by the sun's rays. Then green color was chosen instead of brown color. Since then, the beer started coming in green bottles. Fact number 9. The oldest person in the world lived for 263 years, his name is Li Qingyu. Historians say that Li Qing was born on May 3, 1677 in Zhejiang district of China, while others claim that he was born in the year 1736. He died on May 6, 1933. In 1928, a New York Times reporter wrote that many elders living in Li's neighborhood said that when his grandfather was a child, he knew Li Qing. He was still a middle-aged man. According to a report published in the New York Times in 1930, Professor Wu Chengqi of Chengdu University of China had wished Li Qing on his 150th anniversary in 1827, while in the year 1877, on his 200th anniversary. The secret behind Li Qing's longevity is that he slept, walked lazily like a pigeon, sat comfortably like a turtle, and always kept his heart calm. Exercise and diet played a big part in Li Qing's life. He considered peace of mind and body as the biggest reason for living long life. Well, that's all for today's video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.